Guitar Players Planet. You see it in the papers, you read it every day. The riots and the fires going on in South LA. The muggers and the government, they're all wanting the same thing. They take you for your money and whatever else bring. Well, I don't think I understand why we're making such a fuss. And I don't think I understand what's come of all of us. And I don't think I understand why we take this world for granted. I just want to get right back to Guitar Players Planet. Take me. Guitar Players Planet. 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 Sunny skies, the smell of palm tree air. Looking back, I could never feel fair. The way the music has touched my soul, the way that the South holds its control. But I've got a new way to choose. I'm gonna start running back to the lands of new. trying, just a man who's dying, but only time will tell. I'm just another stranger, another lost lone ranger. Can I break this spell?
So sorry. Now you have sound. I'll go back. Apologize. I'm doing everything myself tonight, so I apologize about that. Tonight, well, here, Mark, read this. And that's just because I'm by myself tonight. So that being said, we have some stuff that we're going to be doing. You can really hear the fizz of the soda on this. But I got an unboxing that I'm going to be doing tonight. I'm also going to be doing a live install because apparently I'm by myself, and I just lost a viewer probably because of the alcohol. But nope, not Long Island iced tea. They actually had whiskey colas finally in stock, so I got my whiskey colas. So I'm having some issues with my auto poster, so I'm not expecting as many viewers tonight. But that being said, like I said, we have the first thing I want to talk about, and I'll put it on another screen real quick. And here we go. So it's official. We have the first official, unofficial, unsanctioned AstroWorld Star Party in Cherry Springs. And that's going to be either, again, the last weekend in August or the first weekend in September. So that being said, I got a banner, I got everything. It's going to be really cool. So come on down. Again, it's not an official thing. It's just whoever wants to get together, who's in the area, or if you're not in the area and you want to make a surprise, get together and finally do some imaging, stargazing, hang out, whatever. So as the date comes closer, and it's going to be a game time decision. So as the date gets closer, we'll pull the plug. So if we decide to go last weekend in August, obviously the first weekend in September won't be happening, or maybe it will. Maybe we'll just decide to go twice. So that's happening. We have the second round of the Southern Sky Challenge, which is going to be at a Karina, and we're doing some. We got a partnership with iTelescope, so Dr. Sass over at iTelescope is going to be helping us out, and we're going to be getting some time on the telescope. So if you want to donate for time, go to www.astroworldweb.com and check it out. Also, if you want any information about the AstroWorld Star Party, that you could get on the web as well. So we have some things that we got to go over first, and I was notified by a friend of mine. I need everybody to have a moment of silence, and it turns out that we had an issue in our group, and a really good friend of mine had an issue with his mount, and he apparently got a really bad short from a supposed EMP from a nearby storm on his software BISC mount. So, wow, that's got to be a torture. So I just want to take 20 seconds, moment of silence for my buddy Ron and his mount, and hopefully it gets up soon. So, 20 seconds. I don't know, I can't count to 20 seconds. So that being said, Ron, I hope you get your problems taken care of. Tom, I'm glad you're gonna have to blame Tom on this one. He kind of let me in on it. So I hope everything works out. See, on a serious note, we had 2 issues now. People that watched the show that had issues with their mount. Alan Mitchell down in Texas was imaging a couple of weeks back, and went to bed. Nothing was on the radar. Nothing was fine, and he woke up the next morning and it was drenched. It was just a disaster. And he's, as far as I know, I don't know. I haven't seen any postings on Facebook, but I think he's still working through it. So, Ron, you can have a double. There you go. Right there. So we got the AstroWorld Star Party. We got round 2 of the Southern Sky Challenge. And now what we're going to do is, for a time, Tom, for a time. And I got Roger Dillon, who I spoke to on the phone today regarding an eagle, and Roger meet Tom, Tom meet Roger, and Tom is head of Prima Luce USA, and so if you got any questions, he's here, so at least for the time being. So that being said, we got toys. We got toys, and I haven't opened it yet. I'm gonna open. I hope it's the right size, because I've been waiting on these for a while, since before I got the camera. So I'm gonna switch cameras, and Tom, you're gonna Ron, you're gonna kind of freak out a little bit, I think, but it's okay. So I'm gonna switch cameras over, and hopefully that this all works out. Let me know if you guys can't hear me, because I think you're fine. But here we go. So I'm gonna move a little closer so you guys can see what I'm doing. There we go. All right. Hi. And we're gonna pop this guy open. Yeah, Ron, I'm sure you have lots of data. You're always going crazy in that lovely observatory you got going. So, okay. Box. Alright. How do I open these guys up? This is kind of interesting. Alright, there we go. And there you go. That is the... Which one is this one? I don't know, it's in Japanese. Why is it in Japanese? I thought this was Italian. This is the H alpha. H alpha, there are the specs for it. It's nice. They give you a nice sheet out on it. And that is the H alpha. And we'll save the sheet. And let's see what we got here. This is the S2. And these are the 3nm Pro version. That's 2. We'll save that. And for last, come on. They're really nice boxes. They better be. They're like $470 a filter. And there is the 03, 3nm. Really nice boxes. Damn, why? What do you mean, why? Because I have horrible light pollution, that's why. And here is the specs for the filter scan for the O3. Very, very good. So now, what I did was, I'm going to do this the same exact way. So, we're going to do H, we're going to do O, and then S, because that's the way they are set up in my Sequence Generator Pro. High demo. These are the 2 inches, 2-inch filters. That's what fits in the filter wheel. Now I did all you guys a favor, and I took most of the screws out already, so you don't have to sit there and watch me do all this. But these are the 2-inch size filters. The one thing you want to do, number one, is have a couple of things when you're doing this, and I'll just keep this in the same order. You want to try and, you're still going to have to take new flats anyway. That being said, it's like, you're gonna have to take new flats. So, because you're opening up the filter wheel, you're going to get new dust modes, you're going to get new craziness going on. Let's see, H alpha was a size 2-inch. Yeah, so for those of you that know Ron Breacher, he actually was upgrading his system and wanted to get rid of his camera, so I purchased his camera. So this is a really great camera. This is the QHY 16200 with the APS-H chip in it, which is really, really cool. It's about 50% larger than your normal APS-C chip, and it's really, really cool. That I don't lose anything with. I lose almost nothing as far as image scale is concerned, going from the 127 to this camera as opposed to the 80 with the S-Big 4/3 chip. So it was really interesting on the actual size. I went on to telescopius. And what I did was I put the two setups together, and I lost very little image scale. So I thought that was very cool. One of the things that I do is when I'm doing this, I got a bunch of these, and these are cotton gloves, or like serving gloves, so I don't get any sort of mess, fingerprints. I try and keep everything down to a minimal thing when I'm trying to do this. And there we go. Nice. And if I wanted to go one, I could be like Michael Jackson, the astrophotographer. So that being said, what I'm going to do, so I could kind of lower the time where the filter wheel is open. What I'm gonna, oh, these are really nice. It's nice case. It's a nice hard plastic case. It's not like those little flip things. And in all fairness, it better be for the amount of money we pay for them. Very, very nice. Very nice. Ooh, and it's magnet. It's a magnet. Wow, that's cool. All right. So I'm gonna go like that, and I'm not gonna take it out of the cover yet. Hi, Eric. How you doing? Jim, what's going on? We're just basically, I'm by myself tonight. I don't know what happened with Scott. I know he's going through some craziness at his house. And I had some issues with whatchamacallit, with my internet yesterday. HO and S. I had some issues with my internet yesterday. I had Verizon at the house for 7 hours, so that's why we had no show on Wednesday. It's unfortunate, but it was we had to redo the entire house from the ONT, if you know Verizon, and that's S. All right, so here we go. Yep, you're exactly right, Tarek. You're exactly right. So what we're going to do is I'm just going to take I took all the screws out already with the exception of one. And I'm going to take the last one out. And I have a little cup here for my screws. Okay? And now I'm just going to very carefully take that off, and because I'm a little crazy, I'm gonna kind of do one of those. Let's see, HOS. So that would be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 would be the H, and we're gonna unscrew that guy. And this is how you do it. You just want to do this very carefully. Now, if you have drop-in filters where you have unmounted filters, then you just basically drop them in there, and that's the H alpha. And then we're going to take the new H alpha, and wow, it's got like a nice little seal of approval there. Okay. Well, it should make these a little bit wider so I could get it in there. There's the H. Okay. Let's do the O. Come on, O. There we go. You know what? I gotta say, I like these mounted filter wheels better than the drop-ins. They work really nice. And that's the O. So how's everybody else going, guys? How's everything going on? Anybody have any images or anything like that? And make sure it's the O, that it is. And there's the O. Eric, yeah. Eric's been bouncing out all these videos recently. And it's amazing because I've been on vacation all week and I haven't gotten one done. I've been dealing with internet issues and craziness. And there's the S. And the best thing about this is that I did all this without dropping anything, which is great. Spencer, just downloading Pixel. So spending time this week running all day. Hey, go for the Pixel. You got some of the masters on right now. You got Ron Breacher. I think he's on here. He's part of Masters of Pix Insight. And if you're just using the Pix Insight, they just are coming out, and it's August 17th. They came out with Newbies Reloaded, or something to that effect, where they're going to go over Pix Insight from the beginning again, and it's going to be a little bit different from what I see. So I think it's going to be really, really cool. And, you know, if you're just getting into it, definitely check it out. They have a bunch of different types of videos, including getting some detail, getting some noise, getting a whole bunch of stuff out. And it's very, very cool stuff. It's like, what is it, like $30 or $35 for a 2-hour session with these guys. And let me tell you, I go to every single one. I go to every one, and it's awesome. So if you've never done anything at Masters of Pix Insight, go check it out. I'm telling you, it's one of the best resources out there. And they just are coming up with their first year anniversary. So nice job with the guys over at IP for AP, Ron Breacher, Pete Rule, and Warren Keller. Nice job with that. And also don't forget another resource out there is Adam Block and his Pix TV series. So definitely check that out as well. Yeah, Spencer, what you're gonna find is that Pix Insight is super powerful. I mean, it's crazy. However, I know a lot of people still use Photoshop for different processes that actually people are so used to using a little bit differently. So, you know, you may end up using Pix Insight for most, but may jumping over to Photoshop for something else. So you may find that out. And unfortunately, you guys got to go through this. And you know what? I'll switch the camera because you don't want to see me screwing this stuff together. But that's how you install new filters in a 2-inch filter wheel. And I might be a little bit out of focus because I'm moving around a little bit. So there we go, and that's how you do it. Now I'll change the focus a little bit, so I think that'll work. And it was the other way. Awesome. There we go. And so Photoshop, PixInsight, amongst other things. I mean, you're gonna find that many of the tools that we use are going to be, hopefully they'll come up with one that does everything perfectly. I think PixInsight is one of the closest all around software programs that we could use for not only stacking but integrate. Not only calibrating but integrating all of the photos. Does an outstanding job, and I still take lessons from Ron and the masters of PixInsight. So if you haven't done it, definitely do it, because I always pick up something. Always pick up something. WBP, well, they have a lot. Okay, so what they did at Masters of PixInsight, and Ron, if you want to chime in, if you're still here, that's great. I don't know if you're still here. But what they did is they took all the resources of IP for AP, which, if you don't know what that is, that was another group of resources, not only for PixInsight but for Photoshop. And what they did was they combined everything into Masters of PixInsight just recently. So that being said, there is plenty of videos out there, and I know that Ron put out a video regarding WBPP 2.0. I haven't seen anything on the subframe selector, but if you go to the newbies, the first lesson, I think it's called PixInsight for Newbies, and the new one on the 17th is PixInsight for Newbies Reloaded. They actually went through the whole pre-processing stuff with WBPP, but that was also a pre 2.0 video, but since then they came out with updates for 2.0, so definitely check them out on the Masters of PI website. Okay, so APP, all right. APP is really good. I don't use it. I find that PixInsight does everything that I need. However, I know a lot of people like the calibration part of APP over PixInsight. Less errors, apparently, less everything. But I'll be honest with you. I mean, as long as you know PixInsight and know what you're doing with the settings, you're not going to get the errors that you see a lot of people do. A lot of things like large-scale pixel rejection is one of the things that people have issues with quite a bit, and it screws up their photos sometimes. But I would tell you that PixInsight will do pretty much everything you want to do. I am older, and I almost made the jump to Nina, and You know, somebody yelled at me saying that, and I got my wife opening the door. Hi. The doggies? What's up, Pepper? You want to say hi to the TV land? No? Okay. Where was I? Sorry, that totally threw me off. So, APP is good for what it does, and the really good thing about APP is there's a renter's license for it. So you pay, I think, something like $65, and if you like it, you buy it. There's nothing like that, even though that there's a trial for PixInsight. It's close to $300 for the total package. And the trial is a full-blown usable version of it. But that's something attractive about APP. As far as Star Tools is concerned, I'm a big fan of Star Tools for the observational planner, and in the imaging part of Star Tools 4, they have a really, really good kind of like a planner to make. You could do a quarterly planner of what you want to image each quarter. I thought that was kind of cool. But to go back and forth, it's very not, I guess, user friendly, I guess. At least to me. I gotta tell you, I'm gonna take off these gloves now. Actually, not yet. I'm gonna put these filters. I gotta put these filters in the bags because the bags are actually pretty nice. So that's the S. That's the O. And that's the H. Because I don't want to get any more. Now the only thing to do is do flats all over again. And I'm going to do that tonight. There we go. I like this little magnet case. It's pretty cool. And we'll put that away, and we'll put that away. And very, very cool. Yeah, Eric, Star Tools is a little difficult. It definitely is not as user-friendly as the rest. But it works. And it works, you know, it's not as efficient as other ones, I think. I think it's Greg Crinklaw that does that one, if I remember right. But he does it. He does a good job with it. I think he does a good job with it. I think it gets a little bit of a bad rap, but it does lack some of the usability of, I guess, a Sequence Generator Pro, because that's really more for imaging sequencing as opposed to image calibration, stacking, and processing. So it's interesting to see all these different people using different types of programs. And like I said, I was going to make that jump to Nina. Our buddy Tyler, who's on the show, yelled at me saying, "What are you doing?" And you know what? He was right. I said, I don't want to learn another software program. If something's working, don't fix it. It's working, so I'm not fixing it. So I'm going to stay with Sequence Generator Pro for now. So these are actually not dirty, so I'm going to put these back in the bag. Alright. And there we go. And I'll switch the camera over again. If I could find my keyboard. Where is my keyboard? There we go. And so there we go. And that's, I actually did all the screws. And now what I'm going to do is I'm going to put this back on. Hey Astra, how you doing? Doggy came in. You want to rip some paper up? And what we're gonna do is I'll turn you around a little bit to my other disaster over here. Put on some light so you can see what's going on. There we go. Alright, so now we're just gonna put the camera back on. There we go. Okay. Take the cap off. Put the camera on. And there we go. And we're in. So shooting at F10 is something. Waiting for my Lepus adapter from Precision Parts. Not well. Your choice, just like for those who use that ZWO thingy. Yeah, a lot of people don't like. Well, I don't want to say that. It's kind of like ASI Air or Eagle. It's like the Beatles and Elvis, Mets, Yankees, Rangers, Islanders. And yeah, so Tarek, you have some really good data, so I think you're able to do very good stuff with that. So basically, what I plan on doing now, and I'll switch the camera back on over to me, and there we go. I think I need to do 1200 second HA exposure if I didn't get much H alpha at 600 seconds. So you're not getting an H alpha data at F10? Really? That seems kind of you should be getting something. I can't stand when she opens up the door. I hate it. Excuse me. There we go. Not as funny as last time, but that being said, I am, but not a lot. That seems very odd, Eric. I mean, I'll be honest with you. I haven't shot at F10 in a long time, but maybe on Wednesday night you could kind of just show it. I don't know if you showed it 2 weeks ago when we were on. But maybe you could show it again on Wednesday so we could take a look at it, because you should be getting something, bro. I mean, even at 5 minutes, not sure what nanometer you're running at, but if you're running the 7s from Optilong, you should be getting something. If you're running tighter than that, maybe you're not getting a lot. But I'll tell you right now, I'm going to get first light on this sucker tonight, because I think, let's see, where's the weather? Clear outside is telling me right now we have 0 clouds and 0 chance of rain. So 12 nanometer Optilong and you're not getting anything? You gotta be getting something. Does Optilong even make a 12? That's curious. Oh, you know what? Maybe they do. Maybe they do. I chose to get the 7. But 12. Well, you know. You know what you're talking about. I don't have to. Why did I do 2 nanometer opto-long? 12. Yeah, there you got the 12s. But you should be getting something, man. I'd love to see a pic. Astronomic. There you go. Yeah, they do have 12 nanometers. I just, for whatever reason, I got the 7 only in my head. Astro Bin. Alright, well, let's take a look. Let's take a look at Eric's on Astro Bin. And Astro Bin. Log in. And search Eric. Eric Watson. There he is. And let's see, there's that mug with the Navy shirt. There you go. Alright, so let's see what we shall see. Which pic am I looking at, Eric? Which pic? You're killing me, Eric. You're killing me. You killed. I gotta make you come on the show because. Yeah, why don't you just give me a link? Why am I searching for this pic? 6946. You're really gonna make me look for 6946, right? Oh my God, you're making me through all this stuff. Killing me. I don't even see it. Oh, it's the first picture. Duh. Oh, so, all right. You may want to try a really. I mean, that's a good. There's a lot of good HA regions on there. 6946 is the fireworks galaxy, and I'll share it on screen right now. Give me 1 second. There we go. So there's the desktop capture of 6946, the Firework Galaxy, by our other AstroWorld colleague Eric. And what I'm seeing is I am starting to see some pink with the added HA. You can see some of the pink regions. It's like, if I can get over here, over here. Let's see if I can get the. Okay. Oh, turn this thing off. Over in here. Ooh, Eric. Sorry, man. You got some ringing. You got ringing. But I don't mean to pixel peep. But you got some of the red in there, in here, amongst other places. But you definitely have a de-ringing issue with your stars. But let's see. Maybe if you got rid of this, you'd be seeing a little bit more. I don't know. Maybe that's something you might want to think about. I didn't mean to pixel peep. I didn't mean to. It just, when I put up the technical detail, it just popped up at me. I'm not like that. But let's go back to that. I don't do pixel peeping. I hate people that pixel peep my photos, but whatever. I haven't come out with a photo in a while. So hopefully what I'm going to do, in about 10 minutes, I'm going to shut off and I'm going to hook up this telescope outside so I could get some lights on, because then it'll be 9 o'clock. By the time I set up, it'll be 9:30, and we'll be good to go. So, hey George, how you doing? I am not the devil, Tarek. I am not the devil. Come on. Give me 2 more of these, I might be. But yeah. So basically, what I got here, and I'll show you my rig. I see I got some questions on the Restream chat, and so I'll switch over to the camera. And basically, what I got is, all right. So I got the QHY 16200. Really nice camera. I bought at Simon's. Simon actually showed this to me. Simon Lewis. This is a 1x flattener, because I didn't want to lose any of the reach of the 127. I wanted all 952 millimeters of reach. So I got the 1x, and that's attached to a manual William Optics rotator. So I'm able to rotate the frame. My Asato, 3-inch Asato, along with my Eagle over here. That's an Eagle 3 Pro. And the plan is to put my Esprit 80, which is hiding on the left, my Esprit 80 in those rings so I could do both at the same time, and then guide on the top. And then I could do RGB data with the 80 with my 294, which goes in those rings, lay it on top of here, and then I got the 127 narrowband down here. So I think that's going to be pretty awesome. So I'm psyched to do that. So yeah, so that's the plan. That's the plan. And I'm hoping that it works out as well as what I think it's going to work out. I'm really going to be able to do, and once my next piece of the project comes out, my next piece is a new mount, and I got the EQ8R coming in, not the RH, just the R. I got that coming in hopefully by November. We'll see. Can you share the brand and model of the field flattener? Yeah, sure, George. Let me switch the camera again. And what I'll do, this is the Telescope TS Optics, and you get that from Telescope Express. And that's a German website, and you could just do TS Optics or Telescope Express, and that's it. And it goes to M63 at the top to M48 at the bottom. So I thought that was kind of cool. Go Islanders. I'm okay with that, Tarek. I could do that. I don't know, and I'll throw this out to anybody out there that wants to listen to me. What do you think I should test these on tonight? Throw me out an object. I'll test it. I'll test it tonight. I'll take some images. If it's just an H alpha image, that's fine. If you want me to do a bicolor, that's fine too. Looks like I'm going to have all night. So, yeah, I could do that, Mark. Actually, I'll do it right now for you before I forget, because I always forget. Let's see. Telescope Express. Oh, look at that. It comes right out. That's funny. Copy. Paste. And there you go. There's the length for the flattener. That's for you, Mark. SH2112. Let's see. Let's see if I can get it. SH2112. What do we got here? Let's see what it looks like. Let's see. And I'll share my screen again. And what we'll do is we will go to Telescopius. And I'm wondering if it will... I never know why this doesn't auto-load. Okay, so we're going to do SH2112. And there it is. And that's in Cygnus, and the 9. That's not a bad shot. I think I could do that. So why don't I do that? I'll give that one a shot. Now, let's see the Sharpless catalog. Let's see. Is this only an HA object, or is this something else? It looks like I could do. I see some I see some Hubble palette versions of this, so I don't mind doing all three. I think that would be a good thing to try. But I'll do mostly HA for now. Okay, do you know anyone that has a stock or Rack-and-Pin you explore scientific focuser for non-carbon? No, I don't. I have the carbon, unfortunately. I'm looking this up. You didn't save the focuser. Oh, come on. Yeah, you gotta save those things. I always put them in a box. ZWA OAGL, just kidding. Well, if you want, I have a QHY OAGM that I might be selling. But if you're interested, let me know. What about me? Which target should I test and get the filter later? So this is an FPL, not FPL, FCD 100, not FPL 53. Yeah, Eric. D-ringing. Yeah, check out your decon settings on that. Double check your LDSI image and make sure that you're getting all the stars and that your light and dark ringing. Do a preview and zoom in and check your settings. I sold the stock for Gary. Never, ever, ever take apart. I mean, I don't know anybody that has it. Well, that's not necessarily true. I know someone that has a 127 essential tube. Now, whether they want to get rid of the focuser, I don't think they're gonna part with it, even though I'm not a big fan of the focuser. But what you can do is, and the person that buys that scope from you will love you to death if you do this. Get a cheap focuser and throw it on there. It's probably better than what the Explore Scientific one was. Yeah, the 952, it's going to be awesome. I think that I'm going to throw this on the EQ6R right now, and I'm going to go for Sharp Bliss S112. Oh my god, am I still on? Oh my god, I thought I was on me and I was on the screen. So I apologize about that. So the 952 is just awesome. I love it. I had the 127 FCD1 Essential. I loved it. I thought the glass was a little eh. That's why I went to the FPL 53 with the 80. And then I took a little step back, but I got a longer focal length. I got the FCD 100 ED 127 carbon fiber, and you may have. That's what I was talking about, George. I'll text Tyler and see if he has one right now for you. Let me see if he has one. So, Tyler, do you have any stock 127 essential focusers for sale? We'll find out. See what he says. I just texted him for you, so we'll see. And he's answering me right now. For who? Should I tell him it's for you, Mark? Alright, let's see. And Gary. Sorry. Let's see what he says. Tech 200. Yeah, good luck with that. Yes, so Gary, text me offline, or if you don't, get in touch with Tyler Bowman over at Explore. Message him on Facebook. He'll answer you right now. I believe he may have something for you. Hopefully that works out. So, yeah, I can't wait to see my EQ8R put this whole thing together and take a picture of the monster. By that time, the house will be sold. But anyway, that being said, I'm going to start putting this together. But Gary, get in touch with Tyler. If you don't have the information, text me. And I'll give you the information. So that being said, guys, have a good night. I'm gonna get out of here and I'm gonna start putting my telescope together. I hope I didn't do too horribly by myself. because I wasn't really planning on being by myself, but sometimes that's the way the cookie crumbles. So, that being said, don't forget the AstroWorld unofficial, unsanctioned Star Party, late August, early September. If you want information, go to AstroWorld. Where's this email? There we go. AstroWorldWeb.com, and that is the email that you could either contact me, or if you want to contact anyone over at the AstroWorld group, you could do their first name at AstroWorldWeb.com. So Dan at AstroWorldWeb.com, Eric, Simon, Theodore, Alvin, whatever. Thank you guys, everybody, for coming on. You guys are awesome. You girls are awesome. Thank you for your support. We're doing great things here, and everything's going to be awesome. So check out the information on astroweb.com. We got information on the Sun to Sky Challenge Round 2 and on the unofficial, unsanctioned AstroWorld Star Party at Cherry Springs. So have a good night, everybody. And remember, as always, keep imaging, keep educating, and clear skies. And watch out for first light for the 127 and the Leah filters. Have a good night. Take care.